Stove time.
Today we are doing a 3-digit number adding a 2-digit number. This is a 3rd grade skill. We are completing this using the place value approach, using base 10 manipulatives with a set math model. Our problem is in a word problem. So, the Girl Scouts had 164 boxes of cookies to sell. The first sale, they sold 36 boxes. How many boxes do they have left over? So, now that we have read our problem, we are going to circle key information. So 164 is what the Girl Scouts started with. And then 36 is how many they sold. And this is telling us that we're going to subtract. But we have to make sure we're actually finding out what the question in the problem is asking us. And the question in the problem is, how many boxes do they have left over? Left over confirms that we are subtracting. So to set up our problem, we want to put 164 on the left side of our problem or on the top of our problem. These are the two ways we can set up a subtraction problem. And we're subtracting the 36 boxes that the Girl Scouts sold. So again, we are using the base 10 manipulatives to represent this. So, to review, units, 10 longs, and 100 flat. So 10 individual units creates one 10 long, and 10 individual longs create 100 flat. So we need to keep this in mind if we have to regroup in our subtraction problem. So now we can represent our number that we are going to subtract. And we only need to represent our large number, which is 164. So we represent this with 4 individual units, 6 because it's in the 10 place, so that's 6 10 longs. And since 1 is in the hundreds place, we need 100 flat. So now that we have our number represented by its place value, we can do our subtraction. And we're going to start in our ones place. And we're subtracting 6 from 4. Since 6 is a larger number, we need to regroup from our tens place. And we're doing this by regrouping this 10 long and breaking it up into its individual units, which is 10 individual units. So now we have a total of 14 units. So we can take 6 away from 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is what has been subtracted. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units left over. So now we look at our tens place. And we have regrouped 1, so now we have 5 10 longs. And we're going to take away 3 10 longs. 1, 2, 3. 2 10 longs left over. And since there's nothing being taken away from the hundreds, we can leave our 100 flat alone. So now let's see what our number we have subtracted is. We have 8 units, which is in the ones place. We have 2 10 longs, which is in the tens place. And we have 100 flat. So looking back at our word problem, how many boxes do they have left over? They have 128 left over.